How about this in the Rocky Mountains tonight? Colorado can become bowl eligible, but Cincinnati rolls in, Kirk, and the Bearcats are still in the Big 12.
They better be careful with the Cincinnati Bearcats. Deion Sanders obviously is spinning it. He's got a lot of great targets. I think Cincinnati's going to drop a lot of 8-man and coverage, try to help against Travis Hunter and company. And what will be the answer for Shedeur? We'll see a little bit more of the running game. We know number 12, hopefully healthy, will be all over the place. And he better be, because Brendan Sorsby, the IU transfer quarterback, having a monster year, running and throwing.
BYU at UCF, guys. UCF boasts the top rushing offense in the Big 12. R.J. Harvey averages 127 yards per game, but they lack balance. Only 190 yards through the air game. And BYU, man, guys up front eating up blocks. And number 11, Harrison Taggart leads the team in tackles. And number 16, Isaiah Glasker, 8 tackles for loss in the season.
You're the top 6 in the Big 12 entering today. BYU and Iowa State both ranked in the top 11, undefeated. And then you have a bevy of one-loss teams right behind, sort of exemplifying the wide but not deep Big 12. And Desmond, as you were doing your tape, I noticed the fact that you've got the number 11 team in the country. They're undefeated. And they're a 2.5-point underdog to UCF, who has a losing record and has lost 4 in a row.
Please stop the disrespect, guys. Give the Cougars some love. I love BYU. The reason I do is because I think that their brand of football is very sustainable. Now, they're not great in many areas, but they are great at creating turnovers. They're a turnover-creating machine, and what I love about them the most, they're one of the least penalized teams in college football, meaning they're not a team that's going to go out there, Pat, and beat themselves. So I love their style of football and their brand.
Yeah, Retzlaff leads them in passing and rushing. He's been an absolute sensation for the Stormin' Mormons over there. And then being underdogs to a team that switched quarterbacks to in UCF, that's wild. Let's stay in the Big 12. That is very deep, Reese. You know that.
Why?
You know that.
Why?
You know that.
I really think the team to watch out for is Colorado.
Yes.
You know, one of the things that Deion told me this summer was he finally had 2 coordinators, offensive and defensive coordinator, Pat Sherman and Robert Livingston, that believed like he believed and was going to go do the things that he wanted to do on both offense and defense. And I think that shows up dramatically in how they've improved and how they played on both sides of the ball.
Well, Coach, you know, ever since you picked against them and Miss Terry picked for them to win, they've turned things around. So I think, they found their niche. They found their groove, Kirk.
And I learned my lesson.
You helped, you coached.
I think last year it was about Shedeur Sanders. It was just all on him. He had to run and throw, and the offensive line, it was one-dimensional. They were put in a tough spot. Now they have the ability, like I said, Cincinnati drops 8. Okay, they have an answer to that now. You know, I think that's with Shermer, I think that's a big difference, is having different ways to attack instead of just relying on the quarterback. I still personally think Iowa State is the team to beat in this conference. BYU almost becomes, talking about it, Lee said his IU team in 79 was kind of a team of destiny. Is BYU that team? You know, there are games that they should have lost. The guys in the desert, they don't like them. But they find ways to win games late. So,
and they don't have Iowa State this year on their schedule, too.
But, you know, that's a really big deal, because even if Cincinnati were to win tonight, they still have to go to Iowa State and to Kansas State. Colorado, the schedule's set up nicely for Colorado.
BYU blasted Kansas State.
Could you fathom Coach Prime taking that Colorado team to the 12-team playoff with what Colorado was for 20 years? Just like here. Comes in, flips the culture. Shedeur, they got 4 wide receivers averaging over 50 yards. If Travis Hunter gets back healthy, LeJohntay Wester is a weapon. I mean, and their defense was crop.
I was going to say, their defense leads the Big 12 in sacks. That young coordinator Singleton's doing a hell of a